Nsibande, founder and CEO of Create and Innovate with AI. She's one of the leading voices helping businesses leverage artificial intelligence to build brands, digital products, and websites with speed and excellence. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. Zanele, thank you so much for joining us this morning on this rainy, rainy morning. And you've decided to make time for us on such an early, early time of the morning. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. We're having a Cape Town weather in Joburg.
Yeah, you see, have you had your coffee, tea, hibiscus, something just to
Um,
settle in?
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
And then it's very early. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Zanele, for people hearing your name for the first time, who is Zanele and what inspired you to start, create, and innovate with AI?
So Zanele is an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for 16 years now. With the rise of AI, I've seen an opportunity, particularly for our country that has such high unemployment rate, concerning the youth. So I'm an entrepreneur, but also I'm an advocate for empowerment for the youth, for people living in under-resourced communities. And AI gives an opportunity that previously was unavailable. What I love and what inspired me to get into the AI space is the opportunities that AI provides. Currently, AI gives the opportunity for people to get into spaces or sectors otherwise they would not have been a part of simply because of lack of
Knowledge.
education,
Yeah.
knowledge, because our country still focuses quite a bit on the paper. So your degree, your diploma gives you access to certain opportunities. What AI does, it enables people to train in specific fields, but also it gives access to a global market.
Right.
What I have noted is that as much as South Africa focuses on the qualification that you have, the global market focuses on the skill that you have. And when a person learns an AI tool and harnesses it, it gives them an opportunity to access the global market.
Under G, I think AI has been around. Let's maybe go back to maybe about 2019, but now it's really, really fast tracked to such a
Yeah.
massive, massive growth. And you know how life is like. People don't like change, and change always happens slowly because one has to get used to being accustomed to the change. And I think there's such positive aspects of AI. And I think looking at where we are now and maybe 2 to 5 years from now, I think the trajectory is going to be huge, And AI has become a buzzword. How do you explain what AI actually is in a simple, everyday way and everyday life?
So the way I explain AI, the way I define AI, AI is humanity brought into IT, humanity brought into certain fields. And so it's humanity brought both into the IT space as well as into other fields. So, for example, I'm currently working on the first cohort that will learn how to develop websites. The coding will be done by the AI. That's the humanity. So AI will do the coding and the human being will then do the design. So AI does not operate outside of humans, right? So that's the coding side, that's the IT side. We've got AI tools, for example. I love art. We've got AI tools. What artists would take hours or even days to accomplish, AI can do it in seconds, right? So that's the humanity side of AI.
So this is very interesting for me because I guess has been the fear for some time that, away jobs and what have you. But actually, on the other side, maybe there's a way that the human side of creatives or in the tech space can work together with AI. So you speak about coding. In the human form, coding takes a long time, and then AI
Yes.
does it in a matter of seconds. How can you collaborate the two so that you don't take away the human element away from that creating of, well, the coding? So basically, what
Yeah.
I'm asking is that is there a way that AI can meet the human when it comes to the coding and somehow cutting down the time frame that the human element would essentially provide for coding? I don't know if I'm making sense to you because
You are. You
you
are.
just said
You
that,
are.
coding takes a matter of minutes for AI and the human element basically takes
Yeah.
longer, which is understandable. How can we meet the two without anyone feeling like their job is on the line? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So AI gives you, I say to people, use AI to have a better life.
Right.
So AI is not here to take your jobs. It's here to give you more time to do what you need to do.
Yeah, man.
AI cannot function outside of humans, right? So if I've got a client, for example, with our first cohort, when they get the client to do a website, they need to instruct the AI to say, I'm making a website for this client. It's an automotive client. This is how I would like the site to look. Outside of human involvement,
Yeah.
AI does not function, right? We have some developers, some people within the space, within the IT space, who might be feeling like AI will take their positions. It will not. If you ignore AI, it will work to your disadvantage. It's here to enhance what you are doing. It is not here to replace what you are doing. The fact that you know coding is an advantage. But what AI does, it says to the person who has not been able to get the opportunity to get to varsity for whatever reason, it gives that person an opportunity to enter the sector, the same space, but it does not take away the human element.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you because I'm a true believer that, that AI functions from the human form and then it takes the information and modifies it. So I totally agree with you. You specialize in helping people design websites using AI. What does that process look like from start to finish?
So there's an AI tool that I train on. It's a simple process. We've got a website, create and innovate with AI.com. A person just goes there, books a session, a 2 hour session.
Okay.
So within that time, I'm able then to teach a person how to create their own website. It's quite a simple process. The only thing I require from a client is for them to have their photos ready. It's very important. It makes it easier. So, for example, if you've got a construction company, you've got some projects that you've completed and you're doing your own website, have those ready. I know at the about page, have that ready. It's a simple process because what the AI does, we prompt it, which is to
Yes.
give it instruction, and it will create the website as is. You will tell the I would like these many pages, home, about, projects, gallery. It will create that. If you want to create a store, we used to be in a position where if I wanted a commercial website, it will cost me like 30,000 rand.
Yeah, yeah.
But AI tools now that create commercial websites without that cost. Yeah, so I not only train people on the on websites only. So my passion has been, we've got two sides of AI. We've got one where entrepreneurs can use them and harness them to monetize them, and we've got the other where corporates are using to automate their systems.
Right.
So my focus has been on how to use AI to empower people to monetize AI for their betterment. So that looks like creation of website, of logos. We've got this rise of people renewing their photos now, the old photos being made new. We've got art as well. So there's AI tools that I use to create art, to create portraits. If we people would pay someone to draw their portraits. We've got AI tools to draw that without any issues now. So yeah, so people can just go to the website and just see some of the services that we offer.
I think you've said something very pertinent, that, to some extent, that, using AI cuts, it's, you save a lot of money as well. People tend to spend so much money on websites because we all know how expensive websites are, and it's really incredible that you have such an incredible way for people to use your platform in order to save as well, So I think that's incredible. We are having a beautiful conversation with a powerhouse, Zanele Ntsibane, and she is the CEO and founder of Create and Innovate with AI. I mean, this is such an incredible space that we really, really have to immerse ourselves into. What are the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build websites manually, Zanele?
The time. It's the time, it's the cost that it takes. And it depends on your time, availability of time. I do encourage people as much as possible to be holders or creators of their own websites within their businesses. Even if you hire somebody, that's why I'm focused on training people on how
Right.
to make their own website, because businesses change, products get added on. It just gives you an ability to have some control on, because a website basically speaks about who you are. You're in a global space. And it also, and the other mistake is that people create websites and think automatically because I'm online, everybody will find me. Creating your own website also allows you, I teach you how to do a sales funnel. You need to direct traffic to your website. You need to let people know how to get to your website. So one of the mistakes I think is just you're taking way too much time, and also you don't have control. So think of a website as a store within a mall.
Yeah.
How you drive traffic to your store matters. Except this mall has billions of stores. So how do you convince people, your customers, to get to your store instead of getting to someone else's store? So building your own website allows you the ability to do that, basically.
I mean, you've said earlier that, AI does not replace professional designers. It just
Mhm.
simply makes the workload more simpler, more efficient, and faster. Now, which
Yeah.
AI tools do you believe are essential for small businesses in Africa right now?
I am a I'm a supporter of Hostinger at the moment. It is a paid subscription. I love it because Hostinger has worked quite heavily on their AI. And over and above that, their customer service is amazing. By the way, my background is finance. So I come from a financial background
Oh, wow,
and a
yeah.
manufacturing background.
Okay.
So I have zero IT skills. So all the knowledge that I have on AI is self-taught.
What?
So what I've loved with Hostinger is their support. I've learned so much just through interacting with their tools and interacting with their support staff. So yeah, so that's one tool. And the second one is Canva. Canva is a free tool. So it has both the subscription part as well as the paid part. So even the free part, you are able to construct your own website. So those two tools, I think, are the ones to look out for.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting. I'm going to check that out because, it's very interesting how in this day and age you can be self-taught, but,
Yeah.
following the right channels. And it sounds like Hostinger and Canva allow you to follow the right channels because you can't cut corners, right? We can't cut
Yeah.
corners in this day and age. Now, how can young people start learning AI and digital skills for free or at low cost?
YouTube is a university that has been ignored. It is a university that has been ignored. The drawback with YouTube is that you need to have access to the internet. and it can be quite costly.
Mm.
So I would encourage young people, when you spend time on data, spend it on something that is going to change your tomorrow. Where you are today, where your family sits today, does not define your tomorrow. How you think is where you are going. So
Mm.
use the resources that you have available now to map your tomorrow, right? Over and above that, we do need people to walk alongside the youth. We do need people to support the thinking around it, because the reality is,
And the change
at
as well.
times, and change,
Mm.
and you think based on the environment that is around you. So we need people to be intentional in walking alongside the youth, to show them that where they are does not define them. The fact that mommy and daddy or granny did not have the finances to take you further than their pockets were able to does not define you. So it's giving access to those who are under-resourced. I never call communities underprivileged. Communities are under-resourced. So we need to
Absolutely.
band together and see how we can resource under-resourced communities. So like the program that I'm currently working on, we've got the first 50 cohort that will be trained on how to create their own websites and create their own logos. We will then introduce them to freelance platforms where they can access opportunities. But over and above that, I'm also working on creating a freelance platform, because a lot of the platforms that we have are currently based in the United States. I'm creating a platform for freelancers here in South Africa that will also reach the global market. And I'm inviting corporates to join me in this work, because those youth that I'm training, they do need access, and corporates and individuals have opportunities for these young people, and we need to provide those resources. So I'm inviting corporates to join me in this work. We're still looking for sponsors as well for the subscriptions that are needed. So I'm inviting corporates to join us in this work.
Man, this is so, so incredible. It really does excite me because, yeah, you're right. We have to be very intentional and very conscious about our young people out there, because we just need to provide, I guess, sustainability, and also, you actually put it so beautifully. You said, give them the products that they need in order to be resourced, provide the
Mhm.
resources, so that's really, really incredible. And I just wanted to know, what is exciting you at the moment? Like, as the CEO and founder of Create, Innovate with I mean, you mentioned that, you've just started, well, you're on the 50 cohort that of creating the websites and also creating freelance platforms as well. I just wanted to know, besides that, what is exciting you right now
Honestly,
and currently
I
are working
love,
on? Yeah.
yeah, I love, currently my work is empowerment.
Mm.
So having taken the time to plant, create, and innovate, to see it come to life, is such a beautiful thing. I love sitting with a young person and showing them the possibilities. So it's just not teaching somebody certain tools. It's seeing their mind change. It's seeing a person see themselves outside of their circumstances. That has been exciting for me. It's just seeing young people think outside of what they think is their reality, because they've seen it so many times, generation to generation. And just sitting with them and talking to them
Mm.
and helping them see that no, your future is not defined by your past. It is defined by the opportunities that God has made available to you.
Absolutely.
And seeing that come to life, it really does. It's such a gift. Serving is a gift. So yeah, so partnering in this work, and it's a partnership, because you are training people who actually want to see their lives change. So to partner in this work with people and communities who want to see the best for themselves and the communities. It has been just such a beautiful gift.
I mean, you've shed some beautiful light about the AI space. You know, as the CEO and founder of Create and Innovate with AI, what has been the challenges that really stand out for you since the inception up to this point? Because really, your space is so positive. You've touched so many people. You've changed so many lives as well, and also involving our young Africans, South Africans. You know, so I just wanted to know what has been the challenges for you since the inception to this day.
Honestly, the mindset.
Oh, okay. That
So
doesn't surprise me.
even
Yeah.
when I train, yeah, so when I approached Create and Innovate with AI and learning AI tools, what I had in at the back of my mind is that I'm not an IT person. And I thought to myself, how is it possible that someone with a zero background in IT can learn this? So my mindset was my biggest challenge. Um, I had to learn and relearn. So coming from a financial background and having started and ran a manufacturing company, so my previous company, I manufactured wooden doors, supplying the majors, the builders, warehouse, build it, and them. I had zero experience when I started that company.
So
So when I
interesting.
approached the AI environment, my mindset was still a challenge. I needed to defeat the thinking that this is only for certain people and certain people who are skilled. So my biggest challenge was my mindset. It was consistently working on that and seeing that this is possible and looking at the humanity of AI, even with my
Yeah.
clients, when I sit with them, they are terrified and
Yeah.
they're thinking to themselves, is it possible for me to learn this? Absolutely. If I was able to do it, you can do it.
It's amazing. I always say, you know, the most incredible um, feature or organ we carry every day in our lives is our mind, you know,
Yep.
because everything starts there. And then once
Mm-hmm.
everything makes sense in our heads, then everything translates so smoothly and
Yep.
effortlessly. So it's really, really
Yep.
incredible that you say that because a lot of us we drive away from actually acknowledging that. So thank you for your absolute honesty because really everything starts with the mind. As cliche as that is, I think when we get older, we really do understand that so much better. In closing, Zanele, what is your message to African entrepreneurs who are scared of this AI thing, supposedly?
Mm-hmm. Please don't be scared. AI is it's your partner. I mean,
Right.
we have tools now for entrepreneurs, for example. I wonder if there are a way you can automate your system as well. So instead of doing your quotations for every client, we've got AI tools where you feed it the information. When a client sends you a request for quotation, the AI does the quotation for you. They'll put it in a draft and you read it through and you send it through to your clients. AI is here to make you and help you work better. It is not here. And I know that people are scared and they're looking at it as from an IT point of view. AI is humanity brought into certain sectors. Look at your sector. AI is advancing at such a level that each and every sector now is benefiting from AI. I was listening to a talk, and somebody mentioned that Magnum ice cream, is now using AI to get their flavors out. Every sector has an AI tool, and if you decide to ignore the possibilities and the advantages of AI, you will be left behind. I've got people who are saying, I'm overwhelmed at work. I'm given too much work. My managers, and I will ask them, are you using AI tools to help you work better? Because your manager is using AI tools. That's why they're wondering you're not performing. It's here to help you. It's not here to take anything away from you. And also in closing, I would like to encourage people to please reach out to me in this work of empowering young people, empowering unemployed graduates. We've got people who've graduated, but they're sitting at home. We are looking at the youth, those who've completed matric, and there's no
Mm.
money to go to varsity. Please partner with me in this work. The biggest challenge is sponsorship on subscriptions. There are subscriptions that we need to get for the young people to work through these AI tools.
And how do the young ones
But
do? How do the young ones do join you on this platform?
They basically just send me an email or a WhatsApp,
Hmm.
send me their CV. Based on that, then I do a selection, because currently we're in Gauteng. My hope and prayer is to take it across South Africa. We've started in Gauteng, but I would like for this to be in all the 9 provinces in the country.
We'll definitely get your email and your WhatsApp line from our producer as well. So thank you so much, Zanele, for showing us how AI can unlock creativity and opportunities across Africa. Thank you from the bottom of my
Thank
heart.
you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. That was Zanele, and she is the CEO and Create and Innovate with AI. I mean, AI tools are just here to complement your career space. It's not here to take your job. So I think that's where we need to all collectively get our minds right and not be against AI. Change is difficult, but I think AI is here to really help us advance to greater heights. We need to befriend AI. It's not taking you away, because remember, I think AI it works from the human form. So that's what we need to take away from the AI space. So listen, stay curious when it comes to the AI space. Be a sponge, be a student first, always and every day. And AI is here to teach us that every day. It's exactly 20 minutes before the top of the hour, right here on Channel Africa, the African Perspective. My name is Kitty Petler, right here on TechAfrica, standing in for Buleng. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tech Africa on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.